Hi, I'm Mindy Peters, the Solutions Manager at SPI, and in this video, I am going to show you how you can connect your Circle community and your Teachable school together. Specifically, what I'm going to show you is how to set up SSO, single sign-on, from your Teachable school into your Circle community. So let me first explain what SSO does, and then I'll show you how to set it up. If you're looking to set up SSO for Circle with a different platform other than Teachable, this walkthrough is going to show you the basic process, and then you can get the specific instructions for your platform at community.circle.so. Go down to the knowledge base and then go to integrations. Okay, so single sign-on means we're creating a one-to-one relationship between Teachable and Circle. So it's going from Teachable into Circle, not the other way around. So we are saying anyone who isn't a member of our Teachable school will have access to Circle. A great reason for setting this up is if you want to create a community for your Teachable school members. You want to let the students of your courses talk to each other, answer each other's questions, and have more of a sense that they're part of a community as opposed to taking that course in isolation. Now, SSO is not the right solution for you if you only want to let some of your Teachable students into your Circle community. That's not to say that everyone who is a part of your Teachable school has to be able to access every part of your Circle community, but it does mean that everyone who is a part of your Teachable school will have some access to your Circle community. So here is the SPI Academy, which is built on Circle. I'm just going to explain some brief terminology really quickly. Circle uses the term space to refer to any individual board within the community, and a collection of those spaces is called a space group. So we can see here we have the Academy space group. That is the collection of these spaces right here. Now, the way that we have this set up for us is that anyone who is a member of our Teachable school can access this space group. Everybody can see the student center, the announcements. In the Say Hello board, that's where we encourage anyone to come in and introduce themselves. Tell the rest of the community about who you are and what you're doing here. The water cooler is a place to just have sort of off-topic conversations. We have resources, and then Wellness Wednesdays is a place where people can specifically connect and talk about the joys and struggles of being an entrepreneur, because it can be a really lonely business. Now, from there, the next space group down, this is where we're starting to restrict who can access individual spaces. For each one of our courses in Teachable, we have a space group here in Circle, and only members of that course can access this particular space group. So for example, the email marketing space group that you see here, only members of the Email Marketing Magic course can access that board. So if you are a Power Up Podcasting student, you can access the Power Up Podcasting board, but you can't access the Email Marketing Magic board unless you purchase that course. So to recap, you'll go ahead and set up Teachable's SSO integration with Circle only if your Circle community is flexible enough to work with all of the students that are in your Teachable school. Okay, so now let's set it up. You'll want to have two tabs open. In one tab, you'll have your Circle community, and in the other tab, you'll have your Teachable school. First, in the Circle community, we are going to click on the settings icon here. Now, once we're in the settings, we'll come down to single sign-on. So you can see here that I've already enabled SSO. If you have not set this up, this switch will be turned off. Click on that switch to turn it green. Now we are going to scroll down. Under OAuth provider, you'll choose the platform that you want to integrate with. There's a good list here, and that list is always growing. Circle is working really hard to add in new integrations. I'm choosing Teachable from here. And now we'll go over to Teachable. Inside of Teachable, you'll click on the settings icon in the left-hand list here. And from here, go down to integrations. Find the circle box and put a check mark in the box there. Now we're going to go back to Circle and we are going to grab our callback URL. You'll find the callback URL under OAuth provider. You'll see it right here. Copy that and you'll paste that URL into the box here. After you've done that, click on View Setup Credentials. These are the 3 things that you'll need to fill in over in your Circle settings. So just go through these one at a time. Click on the little icon to copy, and then you're going to paste these in this box here, your client ID, your secret key, and your Teachable URL. Once you have all of those entered, hit Save Changes. And that's all you need to set this up. Now there's another setting here that we should look at now that we've got that activated. You can see I have the switch allow members in a Circle account to sign in. I have that activated. So what that does, that lets anybody who already has a Circle account to continue to sign into my school. You especially want to keep that activated if you set up your community first, like we did. We set up our community, we invited people to join in, and then later on we've gone in and added the Teachable single sign-on. If you're starting your community completely from scratch, you don't necessarily need to allow that. It is nice though, as Circle continues to grow and more people are setting up accounts across different businesses, it is nice to be able to sign in with that. The caveat with that is, if somebody is signing up for your school for the first time using that Teachable integration, there's something that they'll need to know. I will show you this. So this is one of my courses. This is 123 Affiliate Marketing. This is the very first lesson. And in that lesson, I've put in a link to my SPI Academy over on Circle and let students know to go in and sign up there. Now, when they click on this link, they'll be presented with 2 different options for signing into that community. Here's what that screen looks like. Continue with Teachable, continue with Circle. What you'll want to tell your students who are joining via Teachable is that the first time they sign in, they need to click the top button. They need to click Continue with Teachable. Or if you were setting up an integration with a different platform, let's say you were setting up SSO with like MemberStack or MemberSpace, you would want to tell people the very first time they log in, they need to use that top option, even if they already have a Circle account. The reason for that is Teachable just needs to pass through to Circle saying this person is authorized to join the community. After that, if their Circle account is set up on the same email address, they can continue to sign into Circle. The nice thing about signing in via Circle instead of that Teachable sign-in would just be then they get a nice little sidebar that shows them all of the Circle communities they have access to, not just yours. So the little instructions that you should provide, as well as just be prepared for a couple of support tickets asking this question, is if you keep this option on, allow members with a Circle account to sign in, you'll just need to let people know the first time you sign in, click the Sign In with Teachable button. That's all you need to know to set up SSO between Teachable and Circle. In a future video, I'll provide you with some options for how to embed a Circle space into your Teachable lessons. Circle is a great and growing platform for creating custom communities for your business. If you'd like to get started using the SPI affiliate link, go to smartpassiveincome.com/getcircle. If you like the look of the SPI Academy and want to join, you can access it through any of our paid courses or join our free course, Build Your Own Brand. The link is below.